What's up, everybody? Davey here. It's about 1 a.m. right now, and I've decided I'm gonna do something tonight. I've wanted to do it for a while, and I've been putting it off because honestly, I've been a little scared, not gonna lie. But, I think it was like 2 videos ago where I showed off the books I got from the haunted bookstore, Olympia Books. One of them being Dangerous Games to Play in the Dark. And I've been putting it off long enough, but I'm finally going to do one of these dangerous games to play in the dark. Honestly, I haven't heard of most of these, and a lot of them sound kind of complicated, but I'm just going to go with the most well-known one, and that is Bloody Mary. Dum dum dum. And I got a bunch of different supplies laid out on my bed. So I'm going to flip the camera and show off all the stuff. And then we're going to go into the bathroom. And I'll explain the rules of what I'm supposed to do. Let's do this. I'm excited and I'm scared. So, first I got Dangerous Games to Play in the Dark. Obviously, I will need this because it explains how to play the game. I also got Flashlight Standard. This idea is not mentioned in the rules on playing the game. This is just a wind chime, and I'm going to put that on the bathroom door handle so that if a presence is there, maybe it will use this to communicate and I'll know. Lighter and candle, appropriately a red candle, blood red. I'm using this tiny mirror, and I'll explain why once I'm in the bathroom. And then this is actually something I've been meaning to show off for a while on my channel. It is a POV head mount cam. Well, I don't know if that's the correct term, but basically you use this, you attach your phone to it, and then you wear it on your head so that you can get POV shots and not have to hold your phone. I almost forgot to mention, I also have this duct tape, and once I am in the bathroom, I will explain what it's for. So let's get this show on the road. Shutting the door behind me. Okay. So, I should probably put this camera on the head cam so that I can settle this up without having to hold the camera, because I'm going to need 2 hands. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's get started already. So, you're probably all wondering why I have this duct tape, and you were probably all wondering why I have this tiny mirror, since I already have a mirror in front of me, and that probably seems a little odd. Well, to be completely honest with you, this mirror was my grandmother's before she passed, and if you think my mom is a giant Christian, you should have met my grandmother, because she was going to church every day, all day, and I really don't think she would be very happy knowing that I used something that once belonged to her as a, summoning a ghost, witch, demon challenge. So, to pay respect to her, I'm going to take this mirror off of the wall. Whoops. Going to take it off the wall and set it there on the ground. But yeah, I have this handheld mirror, right? Then I got this duct tape. So, I think you can guess what I'm going to do. There we go. Now I'm going to take our mirror here, and I'm going to put it on the wall and just duct tape that very nicely. Very, very nice quality mirror to go up on your bathroom wall. Not cheap looking. This is very high fashion, high quality. Now that's taken care of. Alright, our safety precaution of the wind chime. I'm going to take it, put it on the doorknob here. We got our candle. Set that right there. Then I have my red candle lighter. And then flashlight for safety. And now nothing left but the book. So I'm going to take this head cam off now because it's super uncomfortable. And I'm going to look at that footage and make sure it turned out at least decent enough to use in the video. But this is killing my forehead, so I'm going to take it off now and then get started on this real challenge ritual summoning. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to read the book and it will explain everything. Well, everybody, I just watched the footage that I filmed with the stupid ass head cam, and it looks like garbage. Most of the footage is like from this perspective. I'm talking, and like you're just looking at this dumb picture on the wall. So I apologize. I thought maybe I should put everything away and redo it, but that isn't genuine, and I don't want people to think I'm like acting or trying to fake anything. So I apologize for all the crappy footage that you just saw. I'm not going to use the head cam anymore tonight, so all the footage should look much better. And once again, I apologize. Please keep watching. Okay, so dangerous games to play in the dark. I looked through it earlier to get an idea of what I'm going to be doing. So, first of all, look at this badass artwork here. It's like a sink, a mirror, it's all cracked, and then you got Bloody Mary herself right there. Shout out to whoever did this art. So this is chapter 2 of the book, Summoning Spirits. You might think that the goal in summoning a spirit is to speak with that spirit, to commune with the dead, to gain arcane knowledge, to be assured that a loved one is faring well on the other side. But that's not necessarily the case. Well, let me just say, like I know Bloody Mary has been around for a long time, and you see it in movies and stuff, but I've actually never done this. I was homeschooled, so I didn't have many friends, and this isn't something that my family would be like, yo, let's play Bloody Mary. So I've never done anything like this. I've definitely never played this game specifically. I'm not going to read everything in this book because I did earlier, but the important stuff I'll go over. You see, there isn't always a way to banish what you've summoned. Oh man, I'm sweating already. Probably because this bathroom's like 1,000,000 degrees. Bloody Mary. The roots of the mirror game known as Bloody Mary stretch back to folk tradition practiced by young people in the 19th century. It was said that if you walked backwards up a staircase in a darkened house at night, passing a mirror as you went, you would see a reflection in the mirror, one of two things: the face of a person you were destined to marry, or a skull. If the skull appeared, it meant that you were destined to die before you got the chance to marry anyone. Bloody Mary herself appears to have come along somewhat later, although exactly when is a little hazy. And as for who Bloody Mary is, well, that changes depending on who you're talking to. To some, she's Mary Worth, who was tried and executed for witchcraft, or a woman who was killed in a car crash more recently. To others, she's Mary Wales, who might be the aforementioned car crash victim, or a vanishing hitchhiker type spirit. Some say she's the vengeful spirit of a mother who lost her child. For what it's worth, some have suggested a scientific explanation for the spirit's appearance. It's said that staring into a mirror in low light conditions for a lengthy amount of time causes our perception of what we're seeing to distort and become monstrous. Perhaps the true monsters are simply reflections of ourselves. Shit, that's some deep, like Edgar Allan Poe scary type shit. No matter what you believe, though, one thing is absolutely clear. If you try to summon Bloody Mary, you do it purely for the challenge of surviving the encounter. Alright, that's the backstory, I guess. Here's how to play. Choose your playing space. You may play this game in virtually any indoor setting. The only requirement is that your playing space be capable of total blackout conditions with no light bleeding in from the outside. An interior room without windows, such as a bathroom, is ideal. If the only options available to you have windows, be sure to block them out fully. Okay, it's nighttime, so like, I don't think, it matters that there's a window because it's pitch black outside anyways, and there's curtains, so I don't have any other small room. I think this is the best bet. Let's see. Be sure to block them out fully, yeah. Gather your supplies. You will need a candle, matches, or a lighter, and a mirror. Well, I got my candle here, I got my lighter here, and I got my mirror there. Don't look at me, I'm shirtless, I'm nasty. I'm insecure about my body. Wait until nightfall. Yep. Then bring your supplies to the playing space and enter it alone. If you haven't already prepared the room, block the windows, set up the mirror, if necessary, and turn off the lights. Light the candle and place it in front of the mirror. Face the mirror, make eye contact with yourself. Be brave, be fearless, take a deep breath, and when you are ready, begin repeating the name Bloody Mary. Say it aloud, beginning softly but adding volume with each repetition. Repeat it once, twice, 3 times, all the way up to 13 repetitions. I've never heard of 13 times. It's always been just 3 times, as far as I knew. 13 is the magic number. I don't know about 13 being the magic number, but I was curious recently. Last time I was watching Friday the 13th, I was wondering why 13 is like a curse or a bad number. And I looked it up online. I found out it is because 13 is the number of people who were at the Last Supper and Judas betrayed Jesus Christ. So, 13 times is definitely bad. Look in the mirror, look harder. What do you see? Is it just yourself? Are you sure? Look again, but stand back. Do not place yourself within arm's reach of the mirror. She might scream at you, but you can handle screaming. What comes next? If she's able to grab you, though, there's no coming back from that. If you survive the experience, extinguish the candle, turn on the lights, and leave the room. Do not use the mirror again. Okay, well, there's another reason why it's a good thing that I'm using this crappy tiny mirror and not this mirror, because, I'm not telling my mom I'm doing this, and it's not like I could just take our mirror out of the bathroom and be like, yeah, sorry, Mom, we can never use it again, and I'm not going to give you an explanation why. But this is just some crappy tiny mirror, so not a big deal if I can't use that again. Additional information. A flashlight may be substituted for a candle. However, the success of the summoning may be somewhat less predictable. Well, I do have a flashlight just in case, but I am using a candle. Should the method described here fail to achieve the desired result, several variations may be employed in subsequent attempts. Begin the game precisely at midnight. Well, it's already almost 2 a.m., so I'm not doing that. Chant the name Bloody Mary 3 times instead of 13. Yeah, that's what I've always heard, 3 times, not 13. Chant the name Bloody Mary 7 times instead of 13. Run the water in the sink while chanting Bloody Mary's name. I might do that. Instead of gazing into the mirror while chanting Bloody Mary's name, spin slowly in place. After the 12th repetition, stop spinning, face the mirror, and chant the 13th repetition while looking into the mirror. Replace the chant Bloody Mary with the chant Bloody Mary, I stole your baby. Oh, hell no! You don't fuck with a pissed off mom. I know that from experience. So no, I'm not going to say that. Replace the chant Bloody Mary with the chant I believe in Mary Worth. There are no guaranteed ways to dispel Bloody Mary once she has been summoned. Although various methods have been proposed, some sources recommend drawing a cross on the mirror with soap for the 3 nights following the ritual. Others recommend burning sage in the playing space or flickering vinegar in the 4 corners of the room. You may, of course, try these methods, but don't count on them working. Do not break the mirror. You wouldn't want to let her out, would you?